And to be honest, man, I didn't totally watch the game. So I had it on in the background, but I didn't totally watch it. So I couldn't be fully immersed in the craziness, but they converted. So just fill me in here, Jared. On that punt fake, for example,
Yes,
uh, like like was that but that was pretty crazy, right? Because they would have
dude.
totally given up field
Yeah,
position.
dude. Listen, we always criticize coaching for this type of play calling. Yes, I would say that was the gutsiest thing that they could have thought of course, in that moment. But you know what? That 85, is that Reynolds? Is his
Yeah.
name Luke Reynolds? That type dude. I really, really like how that kid plays. Like how he took that ball and he just ran, and the way he runs, it's so electric. It just has that great like ferocity, like everything about it just really going. He's just chugging along it. I mean, it was just beautifully executed. I mean, one huge tack or a block from, I think it was 50. I know it was a number 50. I can't think it was like 52, 54. It was a player, like
Okay.
it's a brilliant block. And he just went down the field a good 25, 30 yards extra because of that block. And yeah, I mean, it was fantastic to see how they were able to execute that as well as they did. So yeah, it was bad. It was awesome. I mean, the greatest thing you could have asked for.
So got the fake punt. Got multiple conversions. The fake punt would have totally screwed them if they didn't get it, because if they didn't get it, then that would have given they literally would have been in field goal range.
Yep.
So you got to give, that's total credit to the coaching staff, total credit to Franklin, total credit to the players. Obviously, you shouldn't be winning by 1 point to Minnesota, but this was a gutsy win. They made a statement for sure. It was a great
Yep.
win. This is not an easy team,
No,
but they won. At the end of the day, they won. I feel like
dude,
every
six
single
and
year,
four. I would say it's
yeah.
6-4, hostile environment. They knew that they were going in there basically playing their version of the Big Ten title game because they had an opportunity to knock off a top 5 team. So they came at us with almost everything they had. I saw every bit of that play called by Peck or what PJ,
PJ
the
Fleck,
coach.
yeah.
Fleck, thank you. PJ Fleck, like, oh, dude, it was like he can outcoach Franklin a lot of ways because they're the way they threw their balls, like the way they executed the run play, like it just seemed like Penn State was disinterested in like playing today. Like the defense just did not look as buttoned up as they normally do. So it was very concerning to watch most of
Mm-hmm.
that game, how they were able just to get first downs the way they did, and how they were able to stop us from getting first downs. Like we constantly had 3rd and 3s, 3 and 2s, like, and they just stuffed us. Like they would run it up the middle, which for some reason wasn't working at all between Singleton and Allen or Warren, whoever. It was just no one was getting anything. So for them to pull off that big moment when you had to make something big happen, like, dude, the whole crowd, everyone in that stadium was just on their feet when they stopped him at the 4th and 1 or 4th and 2. And then I just watched that ball go into 85's hand and just saw him take off. And the minute I saw that block, I was just like, go, like, come on, like, see me go all
Mm-hmm.
the way. And there's just that 1 or 2 guys that stopped, and it was so close. But yeah, it was such a statement for them to go, you have to play the whole game. You have to have every play go your way. And I felt like for me, the thing I will be very happy with to say about Penn State, not that they didn't have a great game, but the one thing they did do well, dude, is that they did not lose the turnover battle. Like the Minnesota Gophers had a lot of turnovers, and we capitalized on a lot of them. So we didn't do that. We didn't intercept the ball. They didn't intercept. We didn't throw the ball out. Like we didn't fumble nothing. So it was a really well executed game like that for them. So yeah, it was a collective win overall, and I was very impressed with what I saw.
So I'm gonna play some highlights in the background.
Yeah.
But good grief, that that Manscaped commercial just threw me off. Um, ad whatever.
Oh yeah,
So
wow.
yeah, the other night it was Ukrainian dating site. So I don't know, but so this Minnesota team I mean, some people thought that we could lose. I wouldn't necessarily call it a trap game. I think our trap game really was almost Purdue. I don't think this is necessarily a trap game. A trap game is Steelers Browns. That's a trap game.
Yeah.
This team I think is a little too good to be a trap game.
Yeah.
But you got to give all the credit in the world to Minnesota. I mean, PJ Fleck.
Yep, they showed up.
Pretty good coach. Yeah, I mean, I think he's kind of a weird guy, but he certainly showed up.
Who wears shades at night?
Well, dude, he wears like capri pants and like he always wears like a tight long sleeve and shades, and I'm like, what are you doing, man? Like, and his motto is row a boat. I don't think does Minnesota have like much water?
It's the land of 10,000 lakes, dudes. That's what they call it. So I mean, he's down one of them. Seems like his brain's somewhere too.
I mean, like enough water near them to be rowing a boat. I would say chip away like a gopher. I think that would be a better analogy.
Right.
But to be like, what's up, Brett? Yeah, Brett. I was just saying I didn't really watch the game too closely because I was doing work.
I can't hear you.
You can't?
You guys hear me?
I can hear you, but can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
You can't hear me?
I can't hear you, Mark, for some reason. Sure why.
Really?
Can you hear Mark?
I can hear Mark, yes.
That's weird.
Mark, can you hear me? I mean, let's play this game all day.
Yeah. No, I can hear you. You're loud.
I can hear all three of you.
Did you hear that? No?
What? I can hear you.
Oh, no, I was saying, could you hear Mark what he just said?
No.
Oh, boy.
Brett, all right, tell Brett I'm going to kick him out, and then he come back
in.
All
right. Brett, he's going to kick you out, and he's going to bring you back in.
All right.
Yeah.
Kick me out.
He needs to bring himself
like
back.
a bad ex.
All right.
Well, that was a fun Three Stooges bit we did.
Yeah. I don't know what that was.
We provide everything on the show, folks. We give a lot of laughs as much as entertainment.
Yeah, the fact that he couldn't hear me, like...
That is weird. I'm like, why do you hear me but not him?
Technology, man. Technology is such a weird thing.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so... Obviously a gutsy win. We pulled it out. I mean, we didn't look good, but we made the plays when we needed to. It was a gutsy win by the coaches, by the players. They have Maryland next week, and then they got to go into wherever. Probably going to be at home. Obviously, Indiana beat... obviously Indiana lost to Ohio State. I mean, we thought that would happen.
Right.
I mean, it was a nice thought that they might beat them, but they didn't. So that actually helps us. So going forward, we might drop a little bit, but overall, we're pretty much, I think, going to remain the same.
Yeah.
Colorado, I think, is going to end up probably winning the Big 12 title. I don't know. Did they win, Colorado?
I know. I saw they were losing.
They got murdered. Yeah. They lost by like
Colorado?
16. Yeah, they got slaughtered by Kansas.
Really?
Yeah, they got slaughtered, man.
What?
So that's not good for them. Yep.
Whoa.
Yeah, so that means BYU most likely will. Well, who would play BYU in the Big 10 title game or Big 12 title game then?
Well, it might be Colorado. Wait, Colorado. Let me see here.
The
I think they only have
trash.
Colorado only has 2 conference losses. One of them is Nebraska, obviously. That's out of conference. So there might be a head-to-head thing we'll have to look into. I'll have to look at that. But, yeah, Indiana looked terrible. Penn State, the first half, it was just bad luck. The special teams was atrocious. Some of the play calling was atrocious. I mean, the special team coordinator needs to be looked at in the mirror after that, dude. To have them block a punt and also the punter, you're holding on to the ball too long. The guy's right there. You got to get rid of it. I don't care if you're waiting for the team to get down. Just get the ball out. You don't do it. You gave them 9 points, a touchdown, and then 2 points on the blocked kick on the blocked extra point. That's 9 points that special teams gave away. So that hurt us bad. Yeah, I can hear you now. Yep.
Yeah, dude, we're not even gonna ask questions. Technology, the technology god.
It's because we're a state college. We don't have service here.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's what it is.
You know, if we host a home playoff game, I don't know how Gus Johnson's gonna watch us. You know,
he's only gonna watch Ohio State because he loves them with all his 5'5", 180-pound heart. I don't know. He's probably not.
You know, he like. I think the right term is a chain smoker. Like he's a chain smoker. He smokes cigarettes all day.
He's washed. He's super washed, dude.
But then that's what he can do. He can use smoke signals then to get the point results. Like, do the.
How about it?
Yeah. I will say this though. Down the stretch, very good coaching by James Franklin, dude. And the fourth quarter, very good coaching job. The fake to Luke Reynolds, fantastic. Absolutely, you have. Because I'm like, dude, if we punt it here, like, we're going to lose the game. They're going to come down. Yep. Our defense is getting held every play again, and they're not calling anything. I mean, their offensive line played out of their mind most of the time on Minnesota, which shouldn't have been the case. We should have dominated them. And our pass defense was lackluster. I mean, that play by Jalen King right there, or Jalen Reed, sorry. What is that, a hybrid? Jalen King and Kobe King? But that play right there, I thought he was going to pick it off. Dom DeLuca with the interception, huge, man. It was good to see Dom DeLuca do Dom DeLuca things. Nick Singleton played a great game. He looked fantastic. Got to give it to him. Tyler Warren's running was awful. He would wait 3 minutes. Did you guys see that? 2 plays. He waited. I'm like, dude, just pitch it or run. Like, you're in. He didn't get the first down on either of them. So he's got to clean that up moving forward. It has to be cleaned up.
52, Jared. That's who you're talking about there.
52. I said, whoever gave that great block, I was like, that was the player of the moment right there.
Dude, he sealed that whole edge, man.
That was the fake punt, which is pretty wild.
Yeah.
Wait, was that Cooper Cousins? 52? No, he's 50. Who's 52? Might be
we need to know that.
Don. I think he's a backup or a walk-on. Wait.
Well, he's on special teams, so he can't be that big of a. But man, that. So that was very key because they were clearly in field goal position with time.
Yep.
Plenty of time, and the way our offense was playing, like they weren't moving the ball. So that was a huge.
Dominic Ruley.
That's what I was going to say. Dominic Ruley.
Yep.
He's a walk-on from Duke. We got him like a year or two ago in the transfer portal. Yeah, walk-on from Duke.
That was the play of the moment right there. Oh, man, that was the greatest moment. It's one thing to watch him just get that ball. I mean, Luke went off with it, but it just you saw the big old push. It's just like, there it went, and, big old hole.
That run by Singleton right there, that touchdown, I thought it was Katron Allen because he moved like him. His shiftiness, obviously he's faster, but Nick played like Katron Allen tonight, if that makes any sense.
Dude, that offensive line makes me want to rip my hair out sometimes.
First of all, look at this snap. Look at this snap here.
Yeah. Terrible.
Just miserable.
But, what's it called? Well, I'll tell you what.
There goes.
First drop. Yeah, watch.
Hold on. Dude, I literally have my box hooked up to my computer, so the fact that snap was insane.
Boom!
But the fact that they took that in that
32
position,
yards.
I mean,
Yep.
What a conversion, first of all. And then you put it in the hands of a true freshman.
He's so electric when he runs. It's awesome.
I mean, you talk about like the rich getting richer, and we have the best tight end room. Dude, he's a true freshman, that kid.
Yeah.
And then you got Andrew Rappelier, and just the list goes on and on.
Yeah.
This play was incredible because Drew wanted Nick in the flat. There was nobody there. Tyler Warren's like, "Hey, pick me. I'm an alien," and he threw it to him.
He's got that whole side of the field to himself.
But I'll tell you what, the coaching down the stretch with the timeouts and everything was just fantastic. like the best coaching job Franklin's done, other than the USC game at the end. Those were his two best coaching games. Yep.
Dude, this guy needs to make up his mind about what he's trying to go for here. He has sweatpants on, sneakers, like a collar shirt.
Collared shirt. Yeah,
he's a weird dude. At least Franklin dresses normally. You know,
that wardrobe shows that he's going to lose by one. You know, like that wardrobe shows it.
Forget fashion don'ts. I mean, forget fashion don'ts. I mean, this is a fashion cry for help.
I mean, Franklin's chilling. He's just got a sweatshirt on, some like probably khaki pants and sneakers. This dude's got on like 3 different outfits at one time. It's a mix between going to church, a run, and not coaching football. That's not.
Yeah.
But
all he's missing is the bow tie. That's all he's missing to like get a little formal in there.
Yeah, he does have a bow tie. I think he wears a bow tie, doesn't he?
I think so. He's a bow tie type of guy, 100%. He probably sleeps with his socks on too. I think that's probably the case. He sleeps with his socks on. You can't trust the guy.
He sleeps with his sunglasses on. That's what he does. He sleeps with his sunglasses on.
Sunglasses and socks, dude. That's all he wears. Like nothing else.
Yeah, listen. Commenting here.
That's a typical Fleck game day. 100%. The tracksuit with the collared shirt. Like, what's going on here?
I don't know if you
damn, dude, if that's not a Halloween costume idea for a lot of people next year.
Well, people do dress like him for Halloween, with the headset and everything. But
they're going to be specifically PJ Fleck on November 23rd, 2024 for next year. They're going to pick an exact day on what he was wearing. The master class.
And not everybody pulls off like the bald look, you know.
Yeah.
Franklin definitely pulls it off. PJ Fleck, I feel like that wasn't by choice. He just he's like, oh, okay, I just shave my head because my hair's not growing right. But what you don't see a lot nowadays is like the bald on top, and then they still do the hair around the side.
Yeah,
they cut it and everything. I mean, you don't see that very often, which is good. I'm trying to think of a coach who has that type of haircut. I mean, but it's like golfers, man. They wear hats so much. I mean, Tiger Woods, his hair is horrible because he's wear a hat his whole life.
Yeah,
and that just kills your hair.
Yeah, but mow the whole lawn. Like that look is so old fashioned. Just mow the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to tell my one manager at Applebee's, I said, "You got commitment issues, don't you?" Because he would keep the sides, And I was like, "You should." Really, I said, "You just go all in, man. Like at this point, I was gonna say, I think what hurt us in the first half, Anthony Donko going out, big loss, man. Our right tackle, because Nolan Ritchie is decent at run blocking. His pass blocking is not there yet. It's just not there yet. So losing him, that hurt us a lot in the first half.
That's true,
especially with running the ball. So.
Yeah, so
is it a serious injury?
He left on a stretcher, man. Didn't look good. So
he
wasn't seriously injured, but he's not playing next week. He's not going to be playing next week. There's no way. I don't think so.
But yeah, guys. So as I was saying last night, for the 500 sub, for getting 500 subs, for getting that. What do you call it? Not
monetize?
Huh?
For getting monetized? Or what are you saying?
No, just for kind of getting that milestone. For
milestone.
Subscribers.
Yeah, milestone.
Gonna do a giveaway of some sort. Being that it's Penn State Steelers, we're gonna do a giveaway at some point, and then at 1,000 we'll really do a really good giveaway because at that point you're able to make ad revenue and stuff like that. So we'll be doing that at some point. But we have people watching on YouTube and Rumble both right now, so thank you guys. But yeah, so we'll be doing a giveaway of some sort, and I'll announce kind of the details of that. If you comment illicit comments, that's automatically you're automatically in the running for it. So we appreciate you guys' comments. Illicit's been commenting a lot on our recent videos, so yeah. If you comment particularly on our live streams, then you're definitely gonna be. I'm just gonna write your name down, so that you're kind of in the running for the giveaway. But yeah, we're up to I think 506 now. So,
Yeah.
I mean, climbing slowly. Uh, and then, yeah, just want to keep it going. So, and I'm going to be putting up like shorts pretty much every single day, putting up like live replays of episodes. But, yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Please donate to the Hurricane Relief Aid there in the bottom left. Go to their website and, yeah, go to their website and, donate money. They're helping people in North Carolina. Write down Victory Gym as the source for what you went there for, just so they kind of know how many referrals they got. But I told them I would put this up on the podcast. Please help those people. They're not getting the help they need. As I said last night, the current / leaving administration, quote unquote, did a horrendous job of helping them. So it comes down to people like this, like Five Stones Fight Club, to help them out. So please help them, donate to them. They're building them houses, feeding them, keeping them warm because it is winter. So just if you can, please donate. But looking at the box score here, guys, Allard did really good. 21 for 28, 244. He was getting really pissed off. I saw that. He slammed his helmet down, which to me, I don't really care. Like that's not a bad look to me. That's totally fine.
Well, I don't know what was supposed to happen on the pooch punt. That's why he was mad. He was like calling for a timeout or something.
Calling timeout, but they thought he was clapping his hands. That's what
do
they
you guys
said.
know what he was trying to go for? Because they were just pooch punting it anyways, right? So why was he so mad? I have no idea.
I think they might have been trying to run like a decoy fake, where he's acting like he's doing something, and then they snap someone else the ball and they go, something like that maybe. But he was very mad. Franklin calmed him down, which is good. Which is good on him.
Yeah.
Tyler Warren didn't have a touchdown, but he had 102 yards receiving. Amari Evans, they got him involved, which every single week I listen to Landon Tangwell's pregame show with T. Frank. He's like, I think they're going to get Amari Evans the ball, they're going to get Trey Wallace the ball, and they're going to involve the running game. It's like a conveyor belt of terms every single week. He's like, they're going to get the running game involved, and do they? I mean, 13 carries, like that's not a lot of carries. And the second leading carrying, carry amount was Drew Aller. So they don't really involve the run game. They don't really involve their receivers much. I mean, more than they have been recently, but I don't understand this offense, man. I don't. Yeah.
Drew had
something to do with the right tackle getting hurt, like that, like you said, disrupted the run game a little bit. So
well, they have a 5-star guy as their backup. So
how mad were you guys when Amari Evans was wide open again and Drew overthrew? Or I was like, dude. So Drew was like turning around and he too quickly was just like, I'm just gonna throw it. Instead, like setting his feet, he had all the time in the world, and that would have been another long touchdown. So that was Drew's only like serious mistake, to be honest. A couple not great passes, but he was running for his life some plays, you know what I mean? And the yards aren't going to show because of the sacks he got, but he made some good rushes, man. They're just not going to show up on the stat sheet. Some gutsy ones. The rushing touchdown.
Jalen Reed, number 1 tackler. Kobe King, second leading. Tony Rojas had a good game. I always hear people on like Blue White Illustrated, they're giving him a lot of crap, and for not tackling well. And it's like,
not wrapping up.
First of all, they're in a 4-2-5 defense. Okay, the people complaining about that? Which yes, of course, like he could be playing better, but do you know how hard it is to play that position? As this is his first year, really playing. Yeah. You know how hard it is to play that position. He's pretty much a will linebacker in a 4-2-5. There's 2 people there, and the name linebacker literally comes because you're behind the line, which means you're a mix between a lineman and a linebacker. But with his position, he's kind of a mix between a safety and a linebacker. But I mean, there's so much that he's responsible for. So it's like, cut the guy some slack, honestly. Like, holy crap. I mean, it's a very hard position to play, but Zane Durant, he was a freak, as always. AJ Harris was good. I also heard through the grapevine, Brett, that Drew Allar's coming back, and we might have Singleton coming back as well. I think unless you're Tyler Warren, and he can come back too. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Tyler Warren, he's a junior, I think.
No, he's out. Yeah, he's out. And he's gonna be a first round. He might be the first tight end taken off the board. He should be the first one, but
he's a senior. Okay, never mind.
These mock drafts are putting Loveland above him, and it's just a joke because he's not an all-around tight end like Warren is.
But like even like an Abdul Carter, he's not gonna stay. I think Denai leaves, but I think you're gonna see quite a few guys from this 22 class stay. And we were talking about the 22 class last night. I mean, that's probably the best class we've ever had. We had three guys in the top 30. And by the way, did you know that Jamison Williams kid from Alabama, he was at Ohio State before?
Yeah.
And then who's the other receiver they have? That freshman kid that's really good. The Smith kid, is that right?
Right now?
Ohio State, yeah.
They have Jeremiah Smith, the freshman. Yeah, he's really good.
Dude, they would have had Jeremiah Smith, and Jamison Williams on the same freaking team, and they've got like the next two classes #1 receivers coming in too.
Well, Jamison Williams was insane. A while ago. We were saying like they would have had him like they had him on the team and he transferred out.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They would have had him on the same team. But Jamison Williams he's a freak, man. He did that.
Oh yeah.
He did that Mario Kart spin move against Georgia.
Yeah.
But he would have been in the NFL before Jeremiah Smith came in, and either way, he would have if he was on Ohio State because he went out like 2 or 3 years ago. Jamison Williams to the Lions, right? Yeah.
No. The kid that plays on Alabama now.
Oh, you're talking about Caleb Downs, the safety went from Alabama to Ohio State.
No, the receiver for Alabama. They were saying today that that kid was at Ohio State. Ryan Williams was at Ohio State. Is that right?
Ryan Williams. No.
Ryan Williams?
The 17-year-old? No, he went to Alabama and stayed. Yeah.
Okay. So it must have been someone else they were talking about because I thought that Ohio State had that kid too. But they were talking about how good Brian Hartline's recruiting is.
Oh, it's insane.
I mean, that dude is that dude is. I mean,
well, it's hard to stop something like that because if it works, like it's always worked for him, so it's going to continue to work for him because he's going to keep getting the highest guys. Like, oh, look at these guys. Look what they did this year. And then you have 1 or 2 or 3 good years with receivers. Everybody's going there. It's really hard to stop that. So, I don't know. We just haven't had it. But, like I said, the guys we're recruiting now, I think are going to make more of a difference. We just got to get them in to Penn State. So,
who has the Michigan tight end? Elicit.
ESPN.
I'm talking about.
Yeah, I was saying PFF has Loveland going before Warren, which he could. He's a good receiver and maybe a better route runner than Warren, but Warren's an all-around better blocker and all that stuff. So either way, you're splitting hairs, but I'll take Warren any day over him. So.
Right. I mean, you're talking about.
Go ahead, Jared.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, you look at what he's done this season. He is the Big Ten leading tight end yards guy. He's now owned the Penn State's record for most yards by season and by tight end. I mean. I'm just saying those are big numbers that you just can't ignore. Mike Gesicki had it for 7-8 years before he graduated. So yeah, I mean that's pretty awesome that we had a guy who just went berserk this year. I think I saw Warren was 7th or 6th in the Heisman results. Like still the fact that you're close to the top 3. I mean that's pretty awesome.
Well, it's hard to know because different services are putting their rankings out. So that was On 3. On 3 was saying they had him 6th. So like. Is that going to end up being 6? Who knows? We'll see. But he had another 100-yard game. Like, the dude's killing it, man. And Michigan's making excuses saying, if we had a quarterback, Loveland would have more yards. It's like, you can't be saying this stuff because you don't know. You're saying things that haven't happened, so you can't just make the excuses about it. I understand your quarterback situation is much worse than ours. I can assure you that. But you can't just say if he had a better quarterback, he would be better. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. You can't say things that haven't happened. So
I heard a couple guys. Yeah, see, Tyler Warren should be should Tyler Warren should be at the ceremony with Travis
yeah,
Hunter and
he should.
Sean Genty.
And Colorado
Is it
just lost,
Sean? Is it
Yeah,
Sean
Colorado
Genty?
lost big, so
so
but
it doesn't
of
help
course
him.
the only reason why they were in it was because Travis Hunter was going off again.
Listen, Travis Hunter is a freak. I mean, he's a great athlete, but he gets so much hype because of where he's at and who his coach is. To me,
And who they play.
Ashton Genty is the Heisman winner, no doubt about it. But Tyler Warren should easily be at the ceremony. I mean, they used to have 5-6 guys there. Like when Larry Johnson went to the Heisman ceremony, they had like 5 guys there, and and I think Larry Johnson was like 3rd in the voting. Carson Palmer won it, but he was there at that ceremony. They had 5 guys. Now it's only like 3. I mean, they had freaking that Michigan DN there. That what's his name? Went to the Lions.
I know who
Aiden
you're talking
Hutchinson.
about.
Aiden
Hutchinson.
was
Yeah,
there.
Hudson. Yes, Hudson. Yep.
Aiden Hutchinson was there with C.J. Stroud and the Bama kid, Bryce Young, I think.
Yep.
And then last year, who won the Heisman last year?
Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels.
Yes.
Yeah, he
and I
won.
thought Michael Penix would win that for sure, but no, there's no doubt about it, man, that Tyler Warren should be at the ceremony. I mean, he should be at the ceremony with Ashton Genty and then probably Travis Hunter. But the thing is, man, like, for who's on the best team and who's done the most for their team? Tyler Warren. I mean,
100%.
honestly, he's done a lot. Now, Ashton Genty is a freak, but he's on Boise State, okay? I mean, you take him away, like, Boise State is not in the hunt, I don't think at all.
No.
So who has done the most for their team and made their team better because of everything that they do? That's Tyler Warren. I mean, he should easily be in the ceremony, 100%. Brett, what is the what is the Heisman odds right now? Do you know what the Heisman?
Well, it's hard to tell right now because games are still going on. So the odds will probably come out tomorrow, like updated ones. I imagine tomorrow or Monday we'll see more updated odds. If Tyler Warren's not in there, these people are just playing around, dude. Like there's no reason why he shouldn't be top 5 right now.
Penn State doesn't get respect.
Yeah.
He
By the
punted
way,
the ball too. It was a good punt.
Someone on TikTok asked that. First of all, someone on TikTok said, "Can I put my hat any higher on my head?" So, yes, I can. To answer your very odd question, and then there was another one. This kid, it was a short, and this kid said, as soon as it jumped to me on the clip, it said. And that my hat was so high on. He said my hat was so high on my dome piece was so high. He said he like spit juice up or something like that. I was like,
very weird.
I mean, I wouldn't go if you're a guy. I wouldn't go around telling people you're spitting juice up. First of all,
Yeah,
like,
we're gonna send you a bib in the mail. We're gonna send you a bib in the mail. It's gonna be a terrible towel
He's
bib.
in the top 5 for sure. That contest for the 500 member. He's in the race. Yeah.
We're
gonna give him a terrible towel
Brett can send you a terrible towel
bib
as a cleanup. We're not doing that, but Brett can.
Because I'm a Raiders fan. That's why we're doing it.
We'll just send him some Raiders toilet paper.
Yeah, they call that a terrible towel.
But by the way, Brett, we lost to the Browns the other night. How about that?
Yeah, and I wasn't a big fan of what's his name, Pickens' comments. He's like, "Yeah, they're not good. I think the weather saved them." It's like, well, they played in the weather too, man. So
Browns played too, yeah.
Yeah, they played in the weather too, and they won it. It's one game, and
he's just
he's a
another
character.
diva receiver from Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
he's just another
100%.
But we have who do we have here? Okay. Ashton Genty, Travis Hunter. Yeah, I mean, Ashton Genty should win the Heisman. There's literally no doubt about that. I mean, I don't know how you could even consider him not to be the front runner right now. But so Travis Hunter, Ashton Genty, Dylan Gabriel,
Yeah.
Cam Ward. That's just so dumb. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. Why are they so hard to find Heisman odds?
I don't know. Like I
Yeah,
said,
'cause
right
they're
now,
like so many
it's
weeks
like
away. I mean,
What's that?
it's just a rough time to look because games are still going. So anything you see right now is not going to be updated after like today's game. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
it's really hard to gauge.
So it's Cam Ward, Ashton Genty, Travis Hunter. Again, like Travis Hunter, he's a freak, man. But my goodness, like who has done more for their team to make them better and still be good? That's Penn State. That's not Travis Hunter in Colorado.
No.
Dude, and then like Shadur Sanders, like they talk him up so much. That dude is mid, man. He is not that good. If you're a football team in the NFL and you take him in the first round, you are literally, you deserve what you get. And I honestly think this is what's going to happen. Deion Sanders, I think, goes to the Cowboys. He tries to get his son there, and it's just going to be the same circus over and over again. The Cowboys are an absolute joke. That franchise is a joke.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, man, and they're like this, is it Shadur Sanders?
yeah.
I mean, he's not good, man. Like, Travis Hunter's a freak. Like, he's going to be a great player, I think, in the NFL, but Shadur Sanders is not an NFL quarterback. He's just not. He's just not that good.
He
I'm
might
not saying he can't
but
play in the NFL, but he can't.
Yeah.
He's not going to start and win a Super Bowl for anybody.
I mean, if you look at the only thing I can look at is what's his name? Tampa Bay's quarterback. What? It's Oklahoma guy. What's his name? Baker Mayfield. He was not good first, right? It took him time, and now he's good. So Sanders can develop into a good quarterback in the NFL, and if he's on the right team with people blocking for him, because his line is really bad too. So the things he's trying to do, you got to give him some leeway there because his offensive line's not good, other than the one tackle they have. So yeah, he might be good at some point. Like I said, Baker Mayfield was not good at first. He was good eventually. So it's hard to say, but yeah, right now there's better quarterbacks. He's probably like the sixth quarterback taken off the board, fifth or sixth.
Yeah,
I'll throw
he's
an
not a
idea out
first-round
to just have some fun with this. You talk about draft. Can they do this? The Cowboys. Let's say they do decide to pull the Deion Sanders to the Cowboys. Could they possibly be tanking so they can get Travis Hunter first round and then go pick up Shadur by the third or fourth round? Like, you know, he might stick around up until that point. Because like you said, I mean, you want to think that the dude is like first round material, but I mean, right now, late second at best. Like, that would be my opinion. I'm just saying, it wouldn't be the worst strategy for the Cowboys if they were to, like, say, get Travis Hunter for wide receiver and then go get Shadur and then just let them have their whole careers together, you know, and have Deion still coach. I mean, it's not the craziest idea.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad if the Raiders took Shadur Sanders. There's better options in my book, but Shadur Sanders is better than what we have at the Raiders. So, like, that's why I wouldn't be mad, because I'm like, all right, well, it's an upgrade compared to what we have right now. We're
have a man named Aiden O'Connell
from Purdue. Yeah, the Purdue quarterback.
Yeah, you guys need a quarterback.
Oh, we need one so bad. Yeah.
But, you know, tonight, you know, it's like our, like Michigan 05, except we won. Iowa 08, except we won. Illinois 94, and we won. You know, you always have that game. Every team, I feel like, has that game in the season where they, like, are supposed to win and then they squeeze it out. They barely win. That was our game for sure.
Oh, heck, if we're going that road, I would say the USC game was the biggest game we had so far this year.
Yeah.
Because we were down so big. But you know what?
Yeah.
That's the thing. We're talking about the Heisman. Tyler Warren's performance in USC is like if we were talking Oscar performances for movies, that dude's performance in that game would have won him the Oscar. Like, that's pretty much the level of it. His performance was so good that it's like no one else would have touched him that day. If we were talking about give him a Heisman for a day, he would have had that one for sure. I mean, what was that? 180, 200 plus yards. I forget how much it was. It was like 2 touchdowns, and the 1 touchdown was like insane. It was one of the craziest like catches in the end zone, just beautifully thrown and caught. I mean, it was all majestic. But yeah, it's there's a lot of reasons why you would say that guy like Tyler would be in the top 5 for sure. I mean, maybe not in the top 3 according to everyone, but he just has been such an electric tight end for them this year. Like, we're just talking about this year's performance. It's just one of the best things I've seen from a tight end. That honestly, I mean, we've had Gesicki, we have had some amazing guys in the past for Penn State, but it's Tyler's it. I mean, he has definitely been the biggest surprise of the year. He has come out giving us reasons to be hopeful. Like, we had no reason winning that game against USC, and then he came alive in the second half and kept our hopes alive. And it was a great performance by him. And I just very much think that we have an opportunity still for this season to make a little bit of noise. I'm not saying we get all the way, but listen, anyone can be beaten on any given day. It's always like when you get to the playoffs, you're 0-0. So you never know.
Yeah. Listen, some of the play calling, man, with Kolornicki, were you guys mad when it was 3rd and 2 and he brought Bo in? I'm like, what are you doing, dude? You already know this doesn't work and you're going to do it anyways. And it didn't work because you're bringing him in cold when we're flowing, we're moving the ball down. And then you put Bo in cold, and he hands it off. Like, come on, dude.
Okay.
Like, you can't do that. You can't.
Let me tell you this, okay? If you didn't watch Thursday Night Football for the Steelers and Browns, let me explain to you what about 70 to 75% of their play calling was, okay? See if this sounds familiar to you. So it was 1st and 10, and they gave the ball to the running back. They got 1 yard. And then when it was 2nd and 9, we had thought, you know what? We like getting 1 yard runs. Let's do it again. And now it's 3rd and 8. Does this sound familiar to you? Like, I'm not saying they're mirroring it, but it's like that's kind of what I had seen, like, more than not when it came to the run game. It's like, guys, they're figuring it out. The line is not holding you back. It's like, I don't know why you feel the need to, like, go in a route that makes it more asinine and more frustrating to watch. But yeah, that's pretty much what their game plan was. So what else do you expect?
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's like Kolornicki, he'll call the game really good, and then there would be a couple plays sprinkled in. You try doing too much, and just do a normal freaking play and get the 2 yards, man. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, how about it?
Learn from your
You try to
mistakes,
get fancy
man.
way too much.
Yeah, you try to, and it's pissing me